So I'm hoping today to swap out the 5 horsepower motor on the little Carter golf cart for a larger, I never remember what this is, 12 horsepower or 18 horsepower Tecumseh. I don't know, we're gonna go take a look. I've also got my little Harbor Freight welder. Gonna see if I can use that for a motor mount. Never welded before, don't know much about it. Seen a YouTube video or two, but that's a far cry from actual experience. So we're going to see if we can swap out that 5 horsepower for this Tecumseh and probably practice some welding on the old Parts Moto 4. And what the heck was this horsepower? I know it says on the top of this thing 12 and a half horsepower. All right, take this old motor off. I've taken the air box off. I'm gonna loosen this. I think it's called a Borman screw. I found this little guy on Amazon. Something else I noticed that might be part of my problems with the motor staying going is this is just about ready to fall off. Solder a new one on there. There's the old motor plate. Interestingly enough, the plate stayed solid. The motor mounts did not. I'm picturing it at least up that high. At least. I wonder if the solution is to build a motor mount up on top of this. There we go, shim. If I put the mount on top of that, and then I still need to do some washers to get it level, and then I need the ability to slide forward and backward. It's going to get interesting. I wonder if I'll be able to cut this plate out. Probably not. I wonder if I could bolt this as it is, weld a plate across the top of it. Even with a plate across the top of it, my motor mount holes are going to be a little funky. Alright, well, first we need to somehow fab up a motor mount. I could put a bolt through there. I could drill through there. Give myself the back and forth that's needed. And the anchor point down low that's needed. Then I still need a mount or a plate on the top here. I hate to use my old wood trick again. I hate to keep playing the wood game, but I need such a big mount and I have so little scrap metal to work with. So this is just a block of PT, and I'll be able to line this up a little bit. The evolving thought is I'm going to do a couple of lags up through the motor mount here on the bottom, so I can slide this to get my tension right, and then frankly just come in with my impact wrench and just put a couple of wood tapping lags right in to hold it to the block and call it a day and just try to move faster. Now I'm gonna have to do something about the about the air box here, because this snowblower really didn't have an air box, just a sheet of metal, and that'll just fill with dust. And I got to figure out. Boy, I guess maybe I could get lucky here and make this happen without getting too fancy. I wonder if that screw from the other one can go here. Can I pull that way? Maybe. All right, well, so challenge at hand now is if I set like this, this is probably close to the right location and tension, right? And if that's the case, I've only got one bolt going in down there, so this needs some thought. Either a brace here, a bigger, longer block here. Maybe that's an option if I cut a longer block and spin it. Let's see what that might look like. This would be the width. I got plenty of space this way, but I'd get a stronger go of it. What if I did something, let's see, so I was playing with this at 8 inches long. Frankly, what if I cut myself a 14-inch piece? Even a 15-inch piece. Definitely would cover both of those holes, have all this room to slide, and frankly I could cut that out with a grinder if I needed to. And of course easier to go shorter than 15 if I need to. But that block, if I bolt that in, brace it against here, maybe some C-clamps, might get away with something. We're gonna try that. We're gonna go 15-inch block over this plate. That's what I'm wondering. Something kind of like that. Seat clips, once it's at its right distance, a couple of shims. And this fella. Frankly, I might not even have to adjust it much if I get it pretty good on the first try. You know something? This might work out all right. Just might. Support, support, two supports from underneath. Zip. Shim that side. Yeah, I think we got a shot. I'm gonna see what I can do with that. I don't know if any of that was necessary, but considering I really don't know what I'm doing welding, So this could give me a level motor mount. I've cleaned up. Good Lord, ugliest thing I've ever done. But I think it'll hold. You know, that ain't pretty, but it's gonna do. Now I gotta tip this thing up, hold this thing in from the bottom. One neat thing about this, these two I can slide the block forward to get tension, and when I get the tension I want, put one right in there where I did the weld on the plate, keep it from moving any further. Yeah. Well, I guess now's the time to deal with that. See what we can do. So now we have our kill switch wiring. Here's the piece to go to the motor mount, to the motor cable. Got some bracket. That is sitting nice and heavy duty. What am I hitting up here? Just the wood. All right. I think we're going to try and screw the motor down right there. Yay for decking screws. Oh, look at that. Not enough play. Not gonna be enough play any which way we do it, so we're taking the kill switch off for now. That is, of course, assuming it's going to let me take it off. Woof. Son of a... Okay, well, get some wire. I tell you what, this is not enough heat to solder with in the wind. We're gonna try something different. Oh yeah, that's the way to do it in the wind. Although I am burning pine needles. All right, let's tape them. Oh, I might not have enough to tape them all. See what we can do with some throttle linkage here. I think I'm gonna have to go in here. I don't know. Come down from the top, but I got no good way to secure the lever. Really, my way to do this is to go here. If I could secure to that bolt somehow, undo this piece of linkage, just slip my right in the hole there. Kill switch. Not sure I'm gonna like that. Before I do this, I really ought to start this motor up, find out if I actually have kill switch functionality working. Essentially trying to make a clip like this to sit over this bigger bolt. My best idea is I'm going to try and bend a washer, see if I can use that to hold the throttle. I think I might have something. Well. So here's what we've come up with. Still struggling to figure out how to get motor mounts into the block here. Probably going to need some shorter, stubbier screws that I can get on top of. What I have is just too long. So this is the governor linkage here. And when you hit the gas, you know, it throttles up, then the governor kicks in and yanks it back. And we've run the cable with a bent washer to one of the motor mounts here to pinch, and we have one of these what do they call it, like a Borman screw, I think is what it's called there, and I had to drill it out large enough to get the cable to go through, but I think we got enough play here. We still have some airbox things to work out, and in theory I've got a on-off switch, kill switch right there. Otherwise this linkage is no longer hooked up to the governor, so that does nothing other than kill the motor. So we're gonna start it up and see if we actually have some throttle response back and forth. Well, we have throttle, but it stalls out on decel. There's nothing around this carburetor, it's just wide open. But I think I can fit this inside there, and who knows. Well, I'm going to clamp it. It wants to try. I don't think that's going to hold for long without something. Oh, it works. It works. All right.